welcome to the Shutter Sports Refresh, the weekly recap that gives you all the important sports news. I'm your host, Lucky Roberts, and let's get right into it. The first big piece of news today is a bit unorthodox as we have a boxing match taking the front and center between the social media influencer and Mike Tyson. That's right, social media influencer Jake Paul and YouTuber Jake Paul took on one of the greatest boxers of all time. Of course, Mike Tyson, a bit past his prime, but it happened on Friday and it was an amazing match. While most would expect Tyson to win easily, he is almost 60 years old and doesn't have the same speed that he once did. As many people know, he has been boxing in amateur matches for years now and has youth on his side. Surprising event, Paul ended up winning the match by unanimous decision. He made sure to give the phenom Mike Tyson his respect towards the end of the match, showing true respect between fighters. Congratulations to Paul on a big win that might be just a little bit scripted. Now we're going to move to some Canadian football as the CFL, the Canadian Football League, had its Super Bowl yesterday, the Grey Cup. This match day between the Toronto Argonauts and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the same two teams that played in 2012, was incredible. The Blue Bombers are consistently amazing in the playoffs and have made their fifth straight Grey Cup since 2018, which is seriously impressive. But this matchup, the Blue Bombers wouldn't come out on top as the Toronto Argonauts take home a blowout win, 41-24, which means that your Toronto Argonauts, as I am from Toronto, the 2024 Grey Cup champions. Congratulations to the team. This championship was a team win with no one real player standing out on the stat sheet. Another big fight went down Saturday as we saw UFC 309 take place in New York City. The main event was Jon Jones against Stipe Miocic for the lightweight heavyweight championship. Jones took down Miocic with a huge knockout, kicking straight into Miocic's rib cage there, and it was an incredible win and an incredible record Jon Jones now has with 28 wins and 1 loss. The co-main event was a fight between Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler, and Oliveira took home the win by a decision. Moving to the NBA now, we've seen a team have one of the most impressive starts in league history. That's right, the Cleveland Cavaliers still haven't lost a game, and they started out the season so far 15-0. The Cavaliers are currently tied for the second best start in the history of the NBA, only behind the legendary 2015-2016 Warriors, who went on to have the greatest season of all time with the most wins. If the Cavaliers keep this up, they could be on pace to have a similar season. Their next game is tomorrow against the reigning champion Boston Celtics, who will be looking to stop their streak. As for the other good teams in the NBA, the aforementioned Celtics have also been playing really well in the East. The Golden State Warriors have now taken over the Oklahoma City Thunder for the #1 seed in the West, which is seriously impressive after losing Klay Thompson. Their team is led by the one and only Stephen Curry, who is always fun to watch. Staying with some basketball news, the WNBA draft lottery went down yesterday and has some big implications for the league. The winner ended up being the Dallas Wings, which gives them the ability to draft the consensus #1 pick, Paige Bueckers, out of UConn. Bueckers has shown incredible potential in college so far, and it's only a matter of time until she's dominating the WNBA with Dallas. And for our last piece of news today, it's time to break down this week in football. The biggest piece of news in the NFL is that the Kansas City Chiefs have lost their first game, and it went to the Buffalo Bills, ended up taking them down 30-21 as the Bills quarterback Josh Allen football for nearly 30 yards out and scores a game-winning touchdown to secure the win on 4th down. What a game. Another important game was the Pittsburgh Steelers sealing off a win against the Baltimore Ravens. They won 18-16 without scoring a single touchdown, only field goals, and you'll love to hear that, especially from an owner of their kicker. These two teams are divisional rivals and the top 2 seeds in their divisions, the AFC North. With this win, the Steelers extend their lead over the Ravens, top seeded for the top spot in the division, something that they need to have if they want an automatic bid to the playoffs. That will do it for the big sports news this week. We hope you enjoyed and that you learned something. I've been your host, Lucky Roberts, and you can check me out on social media and Shutter Sports Media on social media right down below. You can also check out my buddy Finn Noel, who wrote this episode. Thanks for watching.